Hello my friends, and welcome back to another Brotato Danger 5 Genetically Modified Overkill run. Hope you're all doing well. Today, we're becoming the ultimate criminal mastermind. We're going to be playing a wanted fugitive, a renegade, gangster, arms dealer, a pretty heinous combination of characters that also makes for a quite difficult run with a lot of interesting things going on. So we're just going to get into it. We're going to have to grab new weapons every shop. They'll be increased in price from the gangster. We can't lock weapons. So there's a lot of really interesting things going on here. For our starting weapon with this character, I'm going to go with the Ghost Scepter. Normally with Ghost Scepter, you can't kill 20 enemies in the first wave. It's just not possible. It doesn't attack that fast. But with Renegade, we get 3 attacks for every attack with the Ghost Scepter, so we're very likely to clear 20 enemies. That means that we can start the game with plus 1 HP, effectively, because we will keep the bonus from the Ghost Scepter even after the Arms Dealer deletes it. Because of the low accuracy of the Renegade, so my weapon accuracy means that the shots go in random directions sometimes, I'm trying to run directly into the enemies so that we can actually attack them and make sure we're hitting them. I wasn't that successful. We only got 54 materials with 1 on the ground, and then 30 from our harvesting that we started with, but that was still okay for the first wave here. And we did get the bonus HP, you can tell, because we have 13 after 2 level ups, so 10 plus 2 from the levels, and then 1 from the Ghost Scepter. I could take the attack speed, I could roll for harvesting or luck. I think I'm going to roll for harvesting. Roll again. And so what makes this run really hard, we missed a bunch of times, so I'm going to take the HP here, and then we'll take some luck. What makes this run really hard is we start with minus 206% damage. Obviously, that's a huge penalty to start with, so we are going to need to mitigate that as soon as possible. I'm going to take the taser here. If we get multiple support weapons, that gives us a bit of extra harvesting early, so taser's a pretty good starting weapon. And then I'm going to steal the Scared Sausage, I think. 34 is one of the more expensive level 1 items, so I think we save more money by stealing the Scared Sausage. And Scared Sausage is pretty good. It's going to give all of our weapons a little bit of extra damage, makes any incidental elemental damage that we find good, and so we'll power up our character significantly. Also, when we buy a level 1 item that we don't have yet, we gain 5% damage, so that's how we're going to try to mitigate this huge penalty. Roll here. I'll buy a slingshot. I want weapons that hit multiple things if possible, because all our weapons only ever do 1 damage, so I want weapons that shoot fast or have other effects in order to maximize our wave clear. Probably I'm just going to buy the duct tape and the jelly as well. These are 2 level 1 items that I don't have, and then we'll buy the pistol because it only costs 1 and gives us a reroll. Here, unfortunate that I missed on a second taser, because now we aren't going to have the support weapon tag boosting our harvesting. Do I just take these 2 weapons? I could also just take charcoal and go with 3 weapons. I think I'm going to do that. This might cost me a little bit of money from lower wave clear, but it's a unique level 1 item that we don't have, and this weapon set should be enough to clear wave 2. Even though our weapons are only doing 1 damage a shot. The Scared Sausage is going to help with that as well, because when our slingshot hits something across the map from us, it's going to take 2 or 3 damage before it gets to us, making it a little faster to kill it. Try to break the tree here. So there's a secret property of trees that you may not know in Brotato that is going to help us out a lot, so that's how we were able to kill that. Trees have HP, and you need to do a bunch of damage. They have tons of HP, so at 1 damage a pop, we were never going to kill it. But trees also have a pity mechanic, where if you hit them, I think it's 13 times, they die no matter how much damage each of those 13 damage instances did. So because we have so many projectiles from our weapons, we can kill trees even though we don't have any damage. Take the lens here, of course, that boosts our range damage, which is going to be our main damage stat, and gives us more % damage. And then I'm going to take 6 max HP here. Alright, we'll take a level 2 taser and a revolver. I'm going to buy the bag and steal the lost duck, because the 38, again, is more expensive than most items that we would be buying at this point. Oh, of course, we immediately roll into a shady potion, so we got punished there. I can't afford to buy Ugly Tooth because we have to have more than 2 weapons, so I'm just going to buy both of these, and I will take a free reroll, and then hopefully we can roll into something else. Boxing Glove or Duct Tape. If I buy the Duct Tape, I can't buy another weapon, and one more weapon would be nice for wave clear this wave, so I think I'm going to buy the Boxing Glove, and then we'll take the Submachine Gun. SMG is by far the best weapon for us for wave clear, because even at only 1 damage a shot, it still does a decent amount of damage output because it shoots so quickly. And the Boxing Glove is fine. Knockback is going to be good for us as well, because we're going to have a hard time killing stuff in the mid-game. I do have a confession to make with this run. I started recording it earlier and died on wave 7. And then realized that I had not turned on my microphone, so I lost in 2 ways. So you're missing my first attempt at this run. We've already taken 1 crack at it, which I did not succeed on, because this run is extremely difficult. We are going to... Yeah, I'll just grab the move speed here because it's a level 2 upgrade. And then I want this harvesting. That's going to get us over 40 harvesting, which is going to make our harvesting start growing by even more per wave. The leather vest I'm just going to steal. 73 is better than most other things that we would be able to get, so we'll just go ahead and steal that. And then I will buy out the rest of this shop. This is a level 1 item that we don't have, and 2 solid weapons for us. Rocket launcher is going to be great for wave clear as well, so let's go ahead and buy that, and buy the plant, another item we don't have. I do want to increase my lifesteal if possible, so I'd like to find... Buying the plant does decrease that, which is unfortunate, but it's still fine. Rocket launcher doesn't do that much damage, because our percent damage is highly negative. But it will apply the scared sausage and hit a bunch of enemies, so still good for wave clear. I will take the medical gun as well. This is just going to be good for lifesteal to keep us alive. And then I'm going to take my free reroll. Really, excuse me, really unfortunate that we can't get the Pocket Factory here. Because I can't lock items, and I already stole this round. Pocket Factory would be incredible. Turrets are awesome for the Renegade when you can get them, because they fire 3 projectiles per turret, and this character has hugely negative percent damage, which, of course, the turrets don't care about, so Pocket Factory would be in a top-tier find for us. I'm going to take both of these shotguns. I think we will get more than 11 materials back just from increasing our wave clear this wave. So while I'm spending out a little bit more, I think we will make that money back just by the fact that we'll actually be killing enemies this wave if I have 2 more shotguns. Don't know if we're going to get an HP off of the Ghost Scepter, but if we do, it will be really good. The other reason I want shotguns this wave is that we are guaranteed to fight this Lamprey, which can be pretty dangerous if we don't have enough weapons to kill it. And I want extra damage because there's a chance we can kill one of these curse aliens if I have weapons that do enough damage. And we did get that, and of course, killing a curse alien is really powerful for us. Do I just take 3 regen here? It's a level 2 upgrade. I could also reroll and look for something better, or just take luck or range damage. I think I will take the 3 regen. Making sure that we have healing is going to be really important for this build, and while we'd prefer to rely on lifesteal, it's very possible that we'll get a wave where we just don't get any good guns for lifestealing with, and so we will want to have regeneration in order to heal as well. Take the Shredder. This is a pretty good weapon for us, and then we will buy these 2. Do I steal the mushroom or do I buy it? This is the question. So I need enough money to be able to buy more weapons. And I think we will have that even if I buy the mushroom, and we can probably find something more expensive than 46 to steal. So I will buy the mushroom and then roll here. We will buy a grenade launcher and a revolver. Yeah, we'll buy both of these. Do I steal one of these? Both of these are level 1 items that we don't have yet, and very high tier items for us. I think I will steal the weird food. It's too good to pass up on a weird food. So I'm just going to go ahead and steal that. Obviously, it would have worked out better to steal the mushroom, but we could have rolled into a level 2 item that we wanted, and then I'm going to roll here with my free reroll in order to get a 4th weapon. Going into Wave 5 with only 4 weapons, definitely not exactly what we wanted, but we did get 4 good items out of it, and we're getting to the point where we're going to hit positive damage, or less than negative 100% damage, which means that our weapons might do more than 1 damage per shot, which would be really nice for us. The shrimps here, the like mantis shrimp guys, are pretty dangerous for weapons that deal lots of small damage instances because they have their flat damage reduction. But since it can't go below 1, their damage reduction actually doesn't matter to this character at all because we only do 1 damage anyways. They still just have a lot of health, so they're hard for us to kill though. I'm gonna try to kill this tree. Yeah, we have lumberjack shirt, so we kill it really fast. Unfortunately, made very little money this wave, so we are starting to fall pretty far behind in terms of wave clear. Go ahead and pick that up, and then... yeah, I should steal the starfish. This is an 18% chance, but it increases our materials, increases our harvesting. We can't fight an elite if we get one, so we are kind of hoping that we don't roll into an elite. I will take the scar and we'll buy these 2 weapons, and then I pretty much just have to spend on weapons for this wave now. So we'll buy the blunderbuss and then roll. One problem that we have with this build is that the gangster increases item price. So weapons are only getting 75% price reduction, because the arm stealer normally reduces them by 95%. Gangster increases them by 25%. That means that we have to spend a lot of money on weapons in order to keep up. I'll take this shredder. Do I want corrupted shard or do I want more weapons? I'm concerned that if I don't buy 2 more weapons, we just won't be able to clear the wave. On the other hand, corrupted shard is a really good item for us that's going to boost our damage dramatically. I think I have to be disciplined here and buy 2 more weapons, otherwise we will never be able to clear this next wave. Javelin is pretty interesting. The extra critical hits are really good for us. Do I take that or revolver or ghost scepter? I could also level up my ghost scepter and try to get an extra HP out of it. I'm going to buy the javelin, and then I think I will take the ghost scepter. A level 2 ghost scepter requiring only 18 kills means we might get an HP out of it. And it shoots a little faster, which is very important for this character. So we're really starting to struggle at this point, so you can see why I died on Wave 7 last time. The AoE damage we have from the Shredder is what's helping us clear this wave, because it's splashing to every enemy. The Scared Sausage is really good as well. If I could find a landmines or a turret, that would be such a huge help. Finding a turret on like Wave 1 would be really key for this build, so unfortunate that we didn't find that. We're not that likely to, but it would have been really nice. Crit chance is pretty good for us, because even with only 1 damage, that does actually increase our damage output. And then, do I start taking lifesteal? I think I better. We will then buy the Shredder here for sure. How many of these other weapons do I want? I think we can do better than wands and pistol, so I'm going to roll past them. I will take the submachine gun, and I will buy the injection. Do I steal the clockwork wasp? This is good for structure attack speed if we get structures. If we'd only been able to get that pocket factory, we'd be in so much better shape. I think we can do better for stealing an item than the clockwork wasp, so I'm actually going to pass on it. I'll pass on the level 2 crossbow as well, and then we will go ahead and buy this shredder. Lens I've already got, but it is just a good item for us. Cake and corrupted shard I just want both of. We don't have either of them. And we are getting towards increasing our damage from 1 to like 2. We can't afford the lens because I really can't go in with just 3 level 1 weapons to this next wave, so unfortunately going to have to pass on the lens. I will steal the ritual here. This is a great item for us. So we're going to steal that, and then we're going to buy these 2 weapons. Then I'm going to roll and buy another weapon if possible. Getting really expensive to buy these weapons, but we just have to. We have to be able to clear this wave. Losing out on fertilizer, again, very, very painful, but We are getting to the point where our weapons will start doing damage if we can make it through 1 or 2 more waves. So here's where I died last time. The problem with this wave is that the moray eels are fast and have a lot of health, so we just don't do enough damage to kill them quickly. And the walrus will chase us down, so I'm trying to stay on the other side of the map from the walrus. Also, the healer makes it much harder to kill enemies since we sort of rely on wearing them down over time. So when the healer enemies spawn, they get all their health back. I think I did a better job of getting a good weapon set than I did last time. Again, sorry that you aren't getting to see that, but just how it worked out. And I don't want to lie to the internet and pretend I'm doing this on my first try. But we actually made pretty good income that wave. So I'm feeling a little better about this. Do I take HP, speed, damage, dodge? I think I'm going to take the damage. We can probably get our damage to minus 70%, which is going to be a lot more respectable if I just start buying damage. I think it's not too late to take harvesting, though. We really need to make sure that my harvesting is still good. Weapons can no longer be upgraded or recycled, but that doesn't stop us from buying weapons. So Knot is really good for us, and I'm going to steal it here. Hopefully we don't have to fight an elite, because I don't think we're quite ready for that, but this is going to be a really nice item for us. And we did, in fact, dodge fighting an elite. Go ahead and buy these 3 weapons, and then roll. So this does mean if I find a better weapon, I won't be able to buy it later on, but I think that's fine. We're just going to buy good weapons for ourselves. Buy a propeller hat, so we're at minus 85% damage. So now our guns are now doing 3 base damage, so really getting exciting. Ice Cube, we do have the Scared Sausage, so the Ice Cube could increase our damage output. It means it's the only thing I'm buying this wave if I buy the Ice Cube here. I think I'm going to pass on it. I think we have more important things to buy, but this is an interesting item for us. I'm going to take the Scar, even though we already have one, just because it's a really good item. And then we'll buy the SMG. Do I want a medical gun to give myself a little more healing? I think we can do better than that, and we can. So I will take a tree, which we don't have. I guess we don't have any of these items, right? So tree, helmet, and weird ghost we don't have any of. I'm going to buy the rocket launcher, and then that means we have to buy the weird ghost and can't buy the helmet, but I think that will work out better. So we get to spend down to exactly 0. With 8 regen, 3 lifesteal in these weapons, we should be able to heal up on wave 8 before we die, hopefully. And getting the extra wave clear was really important. Trying to stay away from that anglerfish. We don't kill it very quickly, and it will charge at us. So until I have a little bit more HP, I don't want to mess with it. And we can kind of pick it apart from long range before we actually try to fight it. Because the anglerfish constantly charging becomes very dangerous if you have Weird Ghost. Wave 8 is actually, therefore, a slightly risky wave to buy Weird Ghost on. But for this character, we just have to take risks. Otherwise, I think we're never going to get strong enough to win. It does feel like now that we are no longer at below negative 100% damage, we are in much better shape. And so we have weathered the storm a little. Obviously, the next test is going to be the really high health enemies, like the spawners on wave 10, and also the elites that are coming up. Take the duct tape. This is even more damage for us. Oh, no, we already have one, I guess. I guess I'll take 7 crit chance. That's pretty nice for our damage output. Laser turret's great for us. Do I steal it? Yeah, I already had a duct tape. Okay. Do I steal the laser turret for 150? I think I do. I'm going to go ahead and just grab that. We do have to fight an elite now, so that means I really need to find good weapons. Because of that, I'm not going to buy the wheelbarrow. I'm going to roll and see if we can find powerful weapons to help us fight the elite. Things like the level 3 slingshot and shotgun should help stay alive with good lifesteal. I'll buy the turret as well. Flute. I think we can do better than the flute. Flamethrower is going to be good because we have 3% lifesteal, so this can help me just heal through the elite's incoming damage. Nail costs me 2 ranged damage. does give me a little bit more damage scaling on the flamethrower, but with minus 69% base damage, I don't think the nail is going to be good. I'll buy the javelin, though, and roll here. Level 1 slingshot, is that good enough? Probably not. We don't have an alien tongue, right? Right, so that'll increase my damage. I think we will roll there, and I'll buy the level 2 slingshot. And I'm going to take the medical gun as well, because our plan for this elite is just to heal through it. Can't upgrade my shotgun, so I don't believe I can buy this shotgun. If I push the button, nothing happens, because we have the knot, but the knot is still good for us. And I'm going to buy the coffee. I guess alien worm, so this is actually an interesting question. Coffee is the better item by far, of course. Alien worm gives us more healing, which we need for the next wave, and also is a unique item for us, so we'll increase the damage output of our weapons. I think it's still better to buy coffee. It's just so much a better item that I think it's worth buying it, even with the 5% damage on the alien worm. Alright, and then we're just going to try to stay away from the elite here, because we won't be able to kill it. Oh, the spawners are wave 9, of course. I mentioned them being on wave 10, but that's obviously not correct. So we're just going to run away from the elite. We don't have the damage yet to fight it, so we're just going to try to survive. And because we have the turret and the laser turret and a decent amount of splash damage around the field, we're actually clearing the wave moderately well. I'm going to try to run through the center here and pick up some materials. I don't want to leave infinite materials on the ground. Tank one hit from the elite there, but we should be able to heal that back up. Going to get a lot of slashers spawning. Getting a little too close to the elite for my comfort at this time. And then I'm going to run through the middle and grab as many of the grounded materials as we can pick up. Yeah, we still leave 76 on the ground, but we made really good money that wave, which is great. And then also survive the elite. Whistle, excellent find. We're going to take some more crit chance, I think. Elemental damage, also not bad for this build, but I think crit chance is going to be more important. And then let's take 3 armor. And regen, crit chance, or roll. I'm going to take more crit chance. I think now that we are at minus 60% damage, we can actually start killing stuff. So I'm going to look to be doing that as much as I can. Ugly Tooth, by definition, a level 1 item that we don't have yet, so that's perfect. I will take the level 3 pistol. Pistol's a trash weapon, but at level 3 for only 14, it's fine. I think I'm going to roll past these two. Snowball. Snowball's interesting. We do want to build elemental damage for our scared sausage and everything, and we do now have enough money that we could potentially spend on that. But I think I still just have to be more disciplined and not buy cool items that might pay off down the line. I need to buy items that are powerful now. Lost Duck, I will grab. Oh, we already had one of those, so I didn't gain any damage. Unfortunate, but what can you do? I will, other than, pay attention. I'll roll here. I'll buy the taser. I think that's fine, just to slow enemies. And gambling token, is that worth stealing? We do want to build dodge. I think for 124, I'm just going to steal the gambling token. I'll take the revolver as well, just to make sure we have at least an okay item for us, for ourselves. Gummy Berserker, we don't have one yet, so let me just make sure of that. Yep, so that's bonus damage. Harder to play without the icon that shows you what items you have and don't have for the Renegade. Fireball is going to be good. I think Slingshot is good enough. It can spread the fire around as well from our scared sausage. I'll take another laser turret. This actually is going to help with our wave clear a lot. So I'm going to buy a laser turret and Ghost Scepter. And then pencil. Don't have a pencil yet. I'm also thrown off, of course, because I did this run once already. So I'm remembering items I had from the previous run and thinking, oh, I have a copy of that already, or I don't have that one yet. And of course, this is a different run entirely. All right, our damage output is starting to be pretty respectable. It's still not incredible, but we're at the point where we're clearing the wave pretty nicely. The laser turrets are really helping. They do only 22 damage a shot, but they get 3 shots each, so it's just a ton of extra damage output. Killing those lampreys. The fact that we can clear all the lampreys that spawned out of a blobfish without taking hits is making me optimistic for the rest of this run, because that is one of the major challenges in the Abyss, is clearing all those lampreys. Curious if we got any HP out of this. Oh yeah, we got 3 out of the Ghost Scepter. That's great. Finding 3 HP just this one in one wave, because that, of course, will last for the rest of the game. And then Lure, of course, an amazing item, as always. Level 4 armor upgrade, incredible. And let's start building more dodge. I'm going to take the 6% dodge here. Buy the double barrel shotgun, and SMG still just always good. Toxic Sludge, we don't have one yet, and we do want elemental damage, so let's go ahead and buy that. The minus 39% damage, we're getting there. Take a shotgun and the head injury. Bonus move speed, yes, we do want crit chance, but I'll take the compass. I'm going to buy it, because I think we can probably find a level 3 item to steal. In this case, though, I'm just going to steal the Clockwork Wasp. We will buy these 2 weapons. One disadvantage we have as well is that we can't steal high-level weapons because it doesn't save us any money. Or we could, but it's not that exciting. So I'm going to steal this, I think, and then I want the cog. Engineering isn't horrible for us. It just costs us percent damage, which we need really badly, so I'm going to roll past that. Piggy bank, not bad. I feel like there will be a lot of times where we want to just end the shop with money in the bank because we can't lock items. So I could buy the piggy bank and it would probably pay for itself. On the other hand, banner is just 10% attack speed, which we need very badly with only 24%. So this is kind of an interesting question. Do we buy the piggy bank and try to make money off it, or do we just focus on staying strong now? I think we just focus on getting as strong as possible in the short term. So losing a little piggy bank value there, but just making sure that we can clear the wave. And of course, we're going up against an elite next wave. So we just want to be as powerful as we can be. The snowball and the ice cube definitely would have been pretty nice for this build, but I don't regret the decision we made not to take them. Like I said, this is a hard enough run that I really want to be very disciplined and make sure that we are getting as much stronger as possible every wave. So we're just not focusing on sort of long-term economy things like piggy bank or like snowball that take a long time to pay off. We're instead focusing on things that will make us stronger in the immediate term, so that we can just clear the waves. Make more money that way because we're actually killing stuff and also don't die. Boiling water, I think we don't have this, and also elemental damage is good for us. And then losing 1 ranged damage, quite painful, but especially because we only have 1 somehow. But I'm gonna take the Schmoop anyways. We just need defensive stats, so we'll grab that. And then let's roll. Take 2 lifesteal or 2 armor here. I think we actually want the armor, just trying to take as much regeneration as we can get. And then because we have no range damage, I'm gonna grab the curse. Or the scope, excuse me. Barnacle, I wish I could steal that, but we can't fight 2 elites this wave. We just don't have the damage for that. So I'm gonna buy the barnacle, and then buy the scope. And oh wait, no, I gotta buy weapons. So I shouldn't have bought the scope because I wanted to buy the blood leech. And if I buy blood leech now, I will not have enough money to buy weapons. So really big mistake there from me, costing me a cursed item. We'll take the slingshot. And bag, I think I can buy the bag and still be able to buy 4 more weapons. The easiest way to lose on Arms Dealer is just to forget that you have to buy weapons, by the way. Yeah, I think we can get away with this. I could also steal at 5% and try to save 50 materials. I think the 1 in 20 chance of having to fight 2 elites is worth it, so we're going to steal the bag there. And then I will buy the flute. Roll. Harpoon gun. Yeah, this is actually a decent amount of damage at the level 4 harpoon gun. It does cost 40, but it's still fine, and we'll take the slingshot and then roll. I don't think we want the shuriken. Shredder or slingshot, which of these is better? I think the shredder will be better. And then we don't have an alien worm because I passed that one earlier, so that actually increases our damage and survivability. So that's pretty nice. All right, so slight shopping error there. I should have the Cursed Blood Leech over the scope because cursed items are just really good. Not that the scope is bad. I'm not that sad about buying it, but I think overall we'd be better off with the Blood Leech. The flutes are kind of interesting here because they might give me the damage. If I can charm enough enemies, they might give me the damage to fight the elite. Because the charmed enemies will do damage to it for us. So I don't think we're going to be able to kill the elite, but we're actually getting pretty close. Because we have not rolled into a steal yet, or an elite from stealing an item yet, we actually have, trying not to take hits here, so I'm losing track of what I'm saying. We haven't buffed the strength of the elites yet, so we're still fighting a baseline wave 12 elite. I think we're going to be like just short on damage. I'm going to try to chase it down and kill it. Okay, nice, we got it. Because of course the gangster makes elite stronger every time you kill an elite, but since we haven't rolled into one yet, or the one that we did roll into we didn't kill, we were able to kill that one because it hadn't been boosted in strength at all. Take the leather vest, that's great, and ooh, this cost me a lot of damage, but Ricochet is really nice for us, so I am going to take it down to minus 33% damage, definitely. Feeling the hurt on that one. Take the attack speed here. And then Spicy Sauce, this is a way to deal damage that's not weapon-based, which is kind of nice. I'll buy the bag for sure. Do I want the Spicy Sauce? I think, again, I'm going to pass on that. We just have to focus on getting good weapons. So we'll take the blunderbuss. Do I steal the leather vest or buy it? How likely am I to roll into something worth more than 133 that we want to steal? I think moderately likely, so I will buy the leather vest. Roll here, we'll take a shotgun. I will buy the bat. That's another item we don't have yet. Rolling again. A cursed shotgun. Okay, so we will have to fight an elite, of course, but I am going to steal the baby with a beard, obviously. So we're going to go ahead and steal this, and then we will take the cursed shotgun. And I'm just going to buy all of these items. I think that's good enough for us. Tractor, of course, we would happily pick up as well. If I buy the Spicy Sauce, that means I'd be fighting with only 5 weapons, which I don't want. Do I just buy the shotgun here, or do I roll for something more powerful than a level 1 shotgun? I think the level 1 shotgun is fine, so I'm going to grab that. I could roll and see if we hit another weapon or another like level 1 item that increases our damage. I think for 21 that's getting pretty expensive, so I'm going to pass on that. Alright, this is a pretty dangerous elite for us, and it's boosted in strength. So I think we are going to avoid fighting it. We also don't have a great weapon set for fighting elites. The laser gun is good, but the rest of our weapons are bad. So we're just going to try to kite it around. I could maybe try to kill it. I think we do have the damage, but I just don't trust the healing and defensive stats that we have to be able to keep us alive against it. And what you really don't want to do in Brotato is change whether you're going to fight an elite halfway through. Like if we start fighting it and then realize we can't kill it, that is very dangerous because we'll probably have put ourselves in a bad position, taken a lot of damage in order to try to fight it. And so it's better when we're not sure about our damage output to err on the side of caution. As is, I think we could have gotten it, but I'm happy with the decision not to because it was marginal and we just want to play it safe. We'll take the whetstone there for sure, and then 12 more dodge, getting up to 40% dodge. It's going to be awesome. We can fight an elite on a horde wave. That's fine. Our AoE damage should be good with the ricochet. So I'm gonna take the I'm gonna steal the fairy here, because this gives us a ton of regen. And even if we have to fight an elite, we can definitely fight one on a horde wave. I think that will be fine. Take the Cauldron as well, it's just a bunch of bonus damage, and then I'm gonna roll here. I'm looking for better weapons. Coffee and Reinforced Steel are both great. I'll take the level 1 Javelin. 6 damage, though, that's so poor. Because Javelin scales with our melee damage, right? So we don't want Javelin. Take the Coffee. Medical Gun I'm going to take just to give us some healing. And then I think we can get away with the Reinforced Steel because it's a really good weapon for us. We'll take the Ghost Scepter and Medical Gun here. This is not a weapon set that inspires me to confidence about actually killing the elite, but we should hopefully be able to survive just from all the lifesteal we've got from the medical guns. Then I'm going to roll again. Yeah, okay, so we're just going to tank this wave, and that'll be fine. I'm going to roll one more time and see if we can get something with some AoE wave clear on it. Or I could just take another Ghost Scepter for the Horde wave, but I think the Shredder is going to be better for us. Can't upgrade our weapon here, as you can see. So we're going to the next wave. I just wanted to make sure I had some area of effect so that we could clear the Horde enemies. Again, I could maybe fight the elite. It does look like our damage is enough that we'd get close, but given this is a Horde wave and really easy for us to just take too much damage and die, and I don't think we quite have the damage given how bad our weapon set is for fighting elite. We're just gonna kite it again. And of course, if we start fighting the elite and then all these Horde aliens spawn and start absorbing all the damage, then our damage output against it will be less than we thought it was. So you can really get yourself in danger by doing that. But the strategy of just buying all the medical guns so that we can lifesteal through it worked out very well. We also got, let's see, how much HP did we get? 4 there, 3 there, so 7 HP off this wave. Not bad. I don't want to reduce my range damage, so let's recycle the energy bracelet. And then here I'm going to reroll. I think we can do better. Yeah, we'll take 12% dodge. And I really want ranged damage, but I'll take attack speed. Damage output is so important to this character. Let's pick up the shotgun. Shotgun's just good enough even at level 1. Incendiary turret is probably good enough as well. This is just a bunch of bonus wave clear, and it'll shoot 3 projectiles. So I'll buy that. Don't think we need either of these HP items, and we already have a broken mouth, so let's roll past them. I'm going to steal a laser turret, and if we have to fight an elite, so be it. Which we do, and then let's go ahead and buy these shotguns. Oh, nice. Now that we have Fairy, it's also showing us which items we can use for our Renegade passive. So that's a nice little piece of synergy with the Fairy. Handcuffs, we really don't care about capping our HP at 76. That's fine. And this is a huge amount of all of the stats that we want. So awesome find for us. We're very happy with that. We'll take the SMG. If I buy the wheat, which I do want, I will probably not be able to afford 2 more weapons. We'll only get 5 weapons for this wave to fight an elite with. And again, I think that's too dangerous, so I'm going to roll past it. Take the Shredder here. I'm going to pass on the medical turret and the wheelbarrow, and we'll roll for more damage, and we'll take a submachine gun. So now we have enough damage output, I think, from these weapons that we should hopefully be able to fight an elite. The flute would have been really interesting as well. It was really good against the last elite. I was honestly really impressed, like much more impressed with the flute than I was expecting to be. Level 4 Shredder would have been really nice too. Much better than the level 1, of course. I'm going to take the Spyglass. We're re-rolling a lot, so it might pay for itself. And I'm curious. I generally am not impressed with Spyglass, but I am curious if it will pay for itself this wave, or this run. So we have pretty good damage output, so I'm going to focus down the elite here. With Ricochet, we should be able to clear the rest of the enemies while attacking the elite, because we have the Ricochet bounces to do that for us. So we're now strong enough that we should be able to clear the elite without too much difficulty, so we're just going to commit to fighting it. And that's because we got a good weapon set. Whether we can fight elites or not is going to depend a lot on what weapons we're working with for that round. Like, if we find a good cursed weapon, then we can immediately be so much more effective at fighting elites. Not making much money this wave. Because we don't have any of the late game economy items, like Hunting Trophy. But our harvesting is good, so we should still make decent income. Diploma. I think we can take the diploma here. 10 engineering is pretty good, given that we have a bunch of constructs, and the 50% XP gain will be worth a level, which is worth more because we have the barnacle, so our level ups are worth more. Yes, it costs me 2 regen or 3 regen, but I think it's still fine. Take the armor here just so we don't die, and then gonna buy all of these items, I think. We already have a bat, right? Oh yeah, we do, because otherwise we'd have the fairy icon showing up. But lifesteal is still good, so I think we're just going to buy this whole shop, take our reroll, take a rocket launcher. I think it's too late for Snowball to be good now, so I'm going to pass on it. Take a fertilizer, though. Shredder and Dynamite, both good for us. The bonus damage is going to be excellent. And let's roll here. I'm going to steal this power generator. Yes, it costs me damage, and we don't have a lot of speed, but it's still going to increase our damage a little bit, and it can help us fight an elite, which can get us another level 4 weapon, which will be pretty nice. The question here is, do I want the defective steroids, or do I want the cursed campfire? 3 curse and 4 regen, really good. It does cost me half a damage, roughly, because of the speed that we're losing. Whereas the defective steroids gives me 5 damage, and then minus 3% attack speed, and 1 regen. I think the campfire's better overall, but it's kind of close. Then we'll just buy the Shredder and go to the next wave. Alright, fighting this elite again. We have a lot of explosive weapons this wave, so we're a little worse at fighting elites, but I think we still have the damage to clear it. Especially if we can get it near our incendiary and laser turrets. And also if we can stack it on top of enemies so our explosions flash from the other enemies to the elite. But the turrets that we have are really helping clear it quickly. These turrets have been quite key to this run. So very happy with those. Really wish we'd found more geckos or alien tongues, Sift's relic, that kind of thing. We're leaving so many materials on the ground. I even bought a bunch of increased pickup radius with like the cauldron and everything. But we just have so much AoE damage. Bloody Hand, yeah, we don't have a Triangle of Power. This is going to be awesome. Bloody Hand is exactly the item we want. And it's what makes fighting elites really good for us, is we can get stuff like that. We'll take the attack speed. I'm still just going to take the level 1 revolver. Obviously, there's a chance we could do better, but I think it's fine. Take the Blood Leech and the steroids here, and then roll. We will buy the Gentle Alien as well, and then buy these 2 weapons. Gonna roll past the crossbow. I think we can do better. Take a Cursed Flute, that's fine. And here I'm just going to steal the gambling token. That gets us to dodge cap. And at 175 is a reasonable steal for us. And then we will take a rocket launcher to fill out our weapon set. We don't have to have 6 weapons every wave, but it does make me feel a lot safer to have 6 weapons. Just much less likely to run into stupid problems and die. So we're really going to prioritize getting weapons for the rest of the run. I really want to find some move speed. For one thing, we have power generator, and percent damage is the stat we need the most of, so it's really good for that. But also our move speed is very low, and I'm feeling quite sluggish, which will make it hard to fight elites and dodge the bosses in the endgame. And while our damage output has really recovered, it's still not high enough to reliably kill the bosses before we have to dodge any of their attacks, so we will need to increase our damage and also our move speed before we fight them. Crown would have been really good for us because we have 100 harvesting. Okay, great. 5 range damage. That's a pretty big boost to our damage output. And then here, let me take the crit chance. Charcoal we will grab. This gives us elemental damage, which is good for us. Obviously, it doesn't give us percent damage, but still good. Shady Potion I will take as well. Don't want the Triangle of Power, because we have the Bloody Hand, but Butterfly we do want. Now I need to take weapons only with the rest of my money. So I maybe should just steal the Penguin, because it's 5% damage. Let's buy the revolver. We'll buy the fireball as well. That's fine. I think we can do better than 5% damage on our steel. Although, we're facing an elite. So I'm going to steal at 14%. I think we can survive 2 elites, so I'm not that concerned. But I think I'd prefer not to have to fight 2 elites, so I'm going to steal a cheap item this round. I guess I'll take the level 3 pistol just because it's level 3, and then roll. And I will take another level 3 pistol. Landmines, I wouldn't mind being able to pick up the landmines, because that's... Wait, I guess we do have a landmines already. So yeah, we're fine without the landmines. I'll take the revolver. It's a little better than shotgun for fighting elites, and then we'll go to the next wave. The piggy bank would have paid off pretty well at this point, but again, I think we made the right decision not picking up the piggy bank because of just needing to get stronger for that next wave. So while we would now be making money off of it, it would have taken a long time for that to happen, and we wouldn't have been as strong in the short term, so we'd kill fewer enemies and everything. Now that we've got Bloody Hand, our character is a lot stronger and can kill elites much faster, so we're in much less danger. We just killed that elite very quickly. Though, of course, that is buffing the boss, because we have the Gangster, so every elite we kill, future elites and bosses get stronger, so we just killed that one and made wave 20 harder on ourselves. Hopefully worth it for whatever level 4 item we get out of the box. We've already gotten the best level 4 item for us in the form of Bloody Hand. Explosive Turret is a pretty nice one, though. We're happy with that. Eye Patch. Yeah, I'll take that. We don't really care about losing accuracy, and more piercing is good. Let's roll here. I really want damage. I'll take the move speed. Blindfold. This gives me crit chance, but no dodge, because we're already at dodge cap. So I'll take the laser gun. I'm going to pass on the goldfish. I think we can just roll into something better regardless. Take the helmet. A bit late for propeller hat, so I'm going to pass on it, because I want to make sure that we're getting more defensive stats and more weapons. Ghost Scepter for wave 19, a level 1 Ghost Scepter, probably still worth it. I just got to make sure I have weapons, and then we'll buy these. And then roll. Take a Cursed Submachine Gun and a Metal I will steal. Roll again. Shredder is fine, and... Okay, that's our full weapon set. Do I roll once here to try to buy an item? I think I'm just going to save my money. I want to make sure I have a lot of money for next wave in case we get really unlucky in the shop, because I have to roll for high level weapons to be able to kill the bosses. Obviously, at this point, we're pretty strong, but you can still lose arms dealer runs pretty easily to RNG if you don't take a lot of steps to mitigate it, because there can always just be a shop where no good items show up. Or no good weapons show up. So you need a lot of rerolls available, a lot of money available when you go into hard waves in order to make certain that you can get the items you need to clear them. And because we have increased the strength of the enemies in this run, we're going to need even more power in order to defeat the bosses. Thousand materials this wave, though. That's nice. We'll take the armor here. Treasure map, unfortunately, too late, so we're going to recycle it. And then here, I'll just take 4% lifesteal, which is also a bunch of percent damage because of the Bloody Hand. Cursed Javelin. It does scale with our melee damage, but we've actually increased our melee damage, so this is 82 damage with the projectile damage scaling, so I will take the Javelin. Fireball, I think I will pass on. I think we can do better. Non-cursed Javelin I don't want. Explosive Shells. I could pick up. I'm not going to steal this wave also. I'm pretty confident that we're going to win, but not so confident that I want to fight an elite as well. Okay, this is more like it. So this is what we were looking for. We will buy the flamethrower. We'll take the grenade launcher and minigun, and that should be enough damage output. Crystal won't do anything because we have Bloody Hand, so it'll constantly turn off the bonus for us. Shredder or Potato Thrower, not so much, but I'll take the Weird Food, just makes it a little easier to survive. Cursed Taser? How do we feel about Cursed Taser? 70 damage times 4 on the projectiles. Yeah, it's probably good enough. Cursed weapons are just so good. Take the Blood Leech as well. And then a Cursed Flamethrower. Alright, we'll take that. Take the Corrupted Shard. Roll. We can't upgrade our weapons now, so it's really just buying defensive stats. And then we're gonna go fight the elites. Go ahead and roll here. Oh, no! Not getting us again. We can't buy the nuke launcher. Because, of course, we have 6 weapons. So, not just proving to be a tragedy, as always, but this item was so key to this run that we definitely have to pick it up. Just makes me sad to see the nuke launcher we can't buy. Which we knew was going to happen. At this point, I'm going to roll here, and nothing that I want to steal. I'll steal a tree just for fun. If we get the 11% chance and I lose because of it, then, you know, I'll just say I told me so, and that'll be fine. We'll go to wave 20. I love the low accuracy from Renegade and the bounce on the flamethrower. It's just really funny. Alright, so this enemy does have a lot of HP. We also should be shooting the whale boss rather than the serpent boss. The whale boss is the more dangerous of the two by a lot, so you typically want to kill it first. And ideally we want them stacked on top of each other so that our AoE damage is hitting both of them, because we have a lot of splash damage. As is, though, I can't really see what I'm doing, because the flamethrower is covering the whole of the bosses, so I can't tell where they are that well. But we killed that one, despite not being able to see its health bar at all. And we should be able to get the second one before the end of the wave. And there we go. All right, well, that was a really fun run. I really enjoyed that one. I highly recommend it. It's quite challenging. You really have to think differently about how you play the game in order to make the all criminals run work. And it ends up being a really fun and interesting puzzle to get through, especially the early waves. And then we made it to the point where we were strong enough to win the game in the end. As always, let's check our damage output. Scared Sausage with 21,000 damage, 630 off the bags, which of course is great. 3 coffees, excellent find there, and 3 trees. The knot was key for winning this run, so very happy we found that. As were the laser turrets, which did 100k damage. What else? Fairy was great. By the time we got the fairy, we were already in pretty good shape. Baby with a beard ended up not being that good, only 35k. And what else? Only 10k on the explosive turret, so it didn't end up being that exciting either. But finding the early economy items and playing very carefully in the early game meant that we made it through, so very happy with how I played that run, and I wish you luck if you try to do the same. As always, my friends, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a comment and hit the like button. Helps me out with the algorithm. And of course, you can subscribe to my channel for more Brotato and other strategy game analysis. Cheers, folks. I will catch you next time.